MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, you see the results through the first 5 games. It's been everything we could have hoped for. And now, at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. Going to be a tall order to fill, but I think they're as capable as anyone to pulling it off.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
David Price gets the ball with a world championship on the line. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's not a good thing when you give up 6 earned runs. You kind of put your team behind the 8 ball. It's tough to win when your team has to score at least 6 just to tie. This guy's a much better pitcher than he was in his last one, and he's going to have to be if they expect to win this game here.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Now the first pitch here from Price. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Good night for scarves and mittens. It's 48 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Striding into the box, Chris Bryant. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Too low, 1-0. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Just underway here at Fenway Park. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Now batting, George Springer. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-1 from Price. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now the 0-1, and there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early in the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Fastball that just misses inside.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Springer on second. Baez on at first with 2 down. Russell behind 0-2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Cubs strand a couple, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Zero, what's the key if they want to be crowned World Series champs here tonight?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Yu Darvish will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, he wasn't all that bad in his last one, pitching into the 6th inning to pick up the win. We'll see if he can go a little bit deeper in this one.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
0-1.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slide. The 2-1 home. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2. And another foul ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Lifted in the air to center. Waiting on it is Almora. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Here's J.D. Martinez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Martinez 30 years of age. He was a 20th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. And it bangs off the monster. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Darvish pauses, 1-1 on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher, number 40, Wilson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a ball, 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0 home. Chopped weakly to the left. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Counts 1-0.
No score here as we play inning number 2. One and one to Schwarber. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
A ball and a strike now. And it's fouled away.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away. Now he's got to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something inside.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. So 1-1. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Schwarber at second. Zobrist at first. 1 gone. Almora with an even count. 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location. All 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
At the plate, Anthony Rizzo looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. Pitch is piling up. 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. High in the air into shallow left center. Bogaerts calls for it, and that retires the side. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
the shortstop, number 72, Xander Ozar.
He's set. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Two balls and no strikes for Bogaerts. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Here's a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Springer giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
So digging in now, Mitch Moreland. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. And that misses for ball one.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. No one out with a runner at second. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Sliders in for a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Here it comes, 2-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, right fielder, Andrew.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Benintendi. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 1. Benintendi, 23 years old. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Flying toward right center, and that's going to get down out there. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
In now, Rafael Devers. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. A ball and a strike.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning they can't capitalize any further. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. And that one just missed outside.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Settling in now, George Springer. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Comes set with the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now Price is 1-2. And oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. No chance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Fly ball right down the line and left. And that will end up a foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. The 2-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Springer over at second. Baez at first with no outs. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. 1 run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Contreras, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Here it comes on 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And breaking balls bounced out towards second. Nunez loves it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Cubs 1. Trying to pick things up where he left off, J.D. Martinez. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. He's set and the pitch. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. From the belt, kicks and deals. Grounded back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Striding in for Boston, Mitch Moreland. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Darvish pauses. First pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-2 misses above the zone for a ball. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1 left for the Red Sox. They still lead it 2-1. To the plate now is the designated hitter Kyle Schwarber. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hit back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Price ready with the 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Zobrist, the runner at first, with 1. Working for the punch out and the offering. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. He stays alive, still 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Nunez back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll take a look at the pitch. And that's in there, 2-1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone, ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1 pitch. Full count now. Ready now with the payoff pitch. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Just goes to show if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's Chris Bryant now as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. And it's 1-2. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The runner scores from second.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Now will step off and fire to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's George Springer. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to come get his starter here. So that'll be all this evening for David Price. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Stephen Wright answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's Javier Baez as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Could have hit that with a 3-iron, a low knuckleball called for his strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Here's Addison Russell as he grounds one briskly to short. Bogarts has it. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Cubs lead it 4-2. Riding in once again, Eduardo Nunez, strikeout victim in his first try.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The next 0-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Grounder down the line at third. Bryant's got it. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder, Jackie Bradley.
Standing in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He drew a walk his first time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Another 2-2 offering. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.